Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Atlanta for the second time this season for Race 2 and Round 2 of the 2018 NRSL Mountain Dew For the Win Cup Series playoffs. 114 laps of racing here today as James Shelley has the pole for the race. Next to him, Andrew Rich. Row 2, Emmanuel Harnett and Charles Sanford, who got the pole last week. Austin Elf, Zach Flickinger in row 3. William Brock, James Qualls in row 4. With Jonathan Zorland, and Michael Amato in row 5. Rest of your playoff drivers: Cody Hagan starts 12th, Curtis 14th, Gardner 16th, Gray 22nd, Yepes 26th, Hanley 30th, Deaver 34th, and Seth Cole 39th. So the only playoff drivers starting on the inside line is Brock, Zorland, and Seth Cole, who's all the way at the back. So this could be an interesting race if we go green flag to the finish. Spring race winner was Deanna Jones, who passed Jonny Gardner leading the race for the race lead. Dylan Young ended up finishing second in that event. Gardner ended up third. Osborne fourth. Shelley, who starts on the pole, was fifth. Hagan got sixth. Alf seventh. Sands eighth. Flickinger ninth. And Gray 10th. Rest of your playoff drivers: Rich finished 13th, Seth Cole 15th, Zorland 16th, Hanley got 17th, Yepes 20th, Brock 32nd, Deaver 34th, and Curtis finished 6 laps down in 41st with some sort of issue. So things are close. Looking at the point standings here today, William Brock is your new points leader, 25 points above first out Jonny Gardner. Andrew Rich 22, Hanley 20, Gray 16, Curtis 8, Zorland 8, Deaver 6, and Flickinger 2. Gardner and Seth Cole both 2 points behind Flickinger. Yepes is 9 back, and Hagan 15 back, with Fitzwater Sr. winning his second race of the season. Last week at Richmond, Hanley had a shot but got put to the outside into turn 1 by Charles Sanford, who was going for his first win since Watkins Glen of last year. Another 30 seconds until the command to fire engines. Things could be very interesting here today. Could we see another green flag race from start to finish? Could it be caution? Could there be a caution or two? It's unknown, really. We haven't had a caution-free race in a while on these oval tracks, so should be an interesting race here today. And we'll go trackside now for the command to fire the engines.
Y'all come say it with me. Drivers, start your engine!
So let's find the 32 of Jonny Gardner, and we've got maybe a few onboards we can visit here today. Gardner running the same scheme and car he ran in the spring. Andrew Rich, who starts in second, running his Jack Daniels car. Spring race winner Deanna Jones starts on the inside line. Dylan Young ended up finishing runner-up and had a very good chance to win Richmond last week had they gone green on that last pit cycle. So drivers will come around. We get ready to go. Green flag racing at Atlanta. It's flying in the air. We're on the way. Now the high line here can be strong once they're up to speed. But Andrew Rich is not having that luck. As soon as they get 3 wide, things could get dicey. And there it is right there. Look at them come off the turn 4. Down into the quad oval. Just crazy racing. There's the 3 wide. It's starting now. Philip Parker's the first one to make the move. Emmanuel Hartnett cleared for second place. Ken Alves clear Rich, or will Rich make that high line work? Rich looking for career win number 7 and win 7 on the season. Last win came at Pikes Peak in round 1 of the chase. He's holding his own for now. Hagen's back there in the middle, 3 wide. And there's a big split in the field. Was there a wreck? I'm uncertain. There's a big gap. There's no freaking lights around this racetrack. No caution. Let's see if we can figure out what the gap is for. Quentin Moore leads this field. Oh, problems for the 41 of Alexander Rowe. Oh, he is under power. The 41 is very much under power. It looks like they might have lost 4th gear. And he's already being caught by the leaders. This is very disastrous. Oh man, this is going to cause a wreck. Draft is going to do nothing here. Rowe is going to be a roadblock until he gets turned. Oh, they're going to stack up here. This is not going to work. This is really hurting Flickinger. Yepes is now stuck in line as well. This 41 car needs to get off the racetrack. He is about 10 seconds off pace. This is really separating the field up. This is a very giant wild card for round 2 that was unexpected. Look how far back these drivers have been separated. Rowe has finally plopped the car in 4th gear, but he's got no power. This car is dying. Is he going to pit? Yes, he's going to come down now. Something is broken on this 41 car. The 2017 winner held up the field big time. And they are going to put 4 tires on the car. James Shelley still the leader. Rich is up to 2nd. As you can see, as the field goes by, they're all very much separated. Tire wear is huge here, so they're fixing whatever's wrong on Alexander Rowe's machine. But that could have been a huge crash had the race leader slammed into him. So in this main pack of chase drivers, we've got Andrew Rich, William Brock, Sorlin. And that is it. There's 10 cars up here. Hagen's back in 11th. Curtis behind him. Gardner's up there. But so very big race implications now. With how spread out the field is, it should naturally guide itself back due to the draft. But right now, top 3 breakaway between Shelley, Rich, and Austin Alves. Yes, Alexander Rowe's coming back on the racetrack. Let's hope they fix their problem. He's good through gear 1. Good through gear 2, up to 3rd gear. And the problem appears to be fixed. Back up the 4th gear. He'll merge back onto the racetrack. Right in front of Peter Sands, though. But Rowe now has the freshest rubber on the racetrack. Then again, I believe they only took right side tires. But Rowe should be able to keep his own on the inside line. Oh yeah, he is going to be moving his way through the field. Here's Deanna Jones right in front of him, riding in 17th place behind teammate, team owner Zach Rogers. So the field has been separated tremendously. Jones making the move on her teammate. That's for 16th place. Gardner in 14th, the man who almost won here in the spring. Curtis in 12th, Hagan 11th. You can see that the draft is letting these drivers close up. Brock in 10th, Sorlin in 9th. Two-time winner from last year, Mike Lamato in 8th. Could be looking for that first win in this year. Sanford still sits in 5th. Last week's winner, Fitzwater, up in 4th place. Could be looking for win number 3. But Andrew Rich all over the bumper of James Shelley. Let's go to the front cam. The front bumper cam. Let's see how crazy this looks. Oh, he's getting a run on the one car. Here's the movement. Kind of a bad place to make the move, though, right off the corner. Not seeing any draft help. Is he going to get to the bottom? No, Shelley will shut the door. Now let's look at the rear. There's Austin Alves. Alves was having a decent run last week, if memory serves me correctly. He sits in 3rd here today. So Hagan and the rest of the field slowly drafting their way up. You can see back there those 5 led by Hagan are really doing a good job of just keeping it in line. Hagan, Curtis, Green, Gardner, and Qualls. Oskin, Rose in the middle between him and Deanna Jones. And Tony Green's going to make a move on Curtis, but it's not going to work. Or is it? Is he going to get to the inside? It looks like he does. Does he stick on the inside, though? No, Curtis clears back. Clear in 12th place. But they have slowly caught up to Cody Hagan. Battle for position here as Fitzwater making a move on Austin Alves. That's for 3rd place. Side by side, Sanford will duck down in the inside lane. Michael Amato running the top. Inside of him is Emmanuel Hartnett. And Sorlin's going to make it 3 wide as Fitzwater and Sanford clear Austin Alves. Hartnett clears Amato. Or maybe not yet. They're still side by side back there. So last week's winner, Fitzwater, who got lucky on that caution flag falling. Sits here in 3rd, looking to go back to back. In fact, there have been 2 drivers to go back to back in the year, that being Andrew Rich at Texas in the Motordrome in the spring, and Cole Deaver in the summer at Surfers Paradise and Indianapolis. We have not seen anyone go back-to-back since. Fitzwater going to stay with Go Fast Penny Enterprises in the 2019 as the team transitions to the Chevy SS. Go Fast Penny Enterprises was comprised of Front Row Motorsports, Petty Motorsports, and Go Fast Racing. Upon Jonny Gardner's dominating season, the teams came together, putting Fitzwater in the 43, who replaced Jake Rogers, as Andrew Rich takes the race lead, clearly easily over James Shelley. Quentin Moore was thrown in the 34 and Kev Shear was thrown in the 38. I don't even remember who drove those cars or if they were even used in 2017. But Gardner switching to the 7. Fitzwater will drive the 59. Moore will drive the 89. The 38 will stay with the team. Unknown who will be in that ride, but the team acquired a 5th car, and the 88 will no longer be a Hendrick number next year. It'll be driven by Rob Evans, as Fitzwater is now falling back. Sanford has made his way up to 3rd, but the 38. It's unknown who will be in that ride. Andrew Rich, as we said, will be switching to the 23 in 2019. That's his dirt track number. Shelley tried to make a move. It didn't work out. Rich held on the top. Sanford falling back now. Alves looking back on the charge for third place. And the battles are on. Hagan and the others have caught the pack. We'll see if Gardner can close up. That pack also got caught. Alexander Rose up here moving through the field on his fresh rubber. So most of the field has tightened backed up. I think actually they've tightened backed up completely. Let's take a quick look with our TV2 camera as they head into turn 1. A little space between Goldberg, but otherwise the field has tightened back up. Lap 25, we've gone green flag all the way, just like we did in the spring. We should see these drivers start pitting soon, in about 5 laps. It was Deanna Jones in the spring. Will it be Andrew Rich in the fall? James Shelley on the inside again. Once more, fighting for the race lead with Andrew Rich. Rich has won at several speedways this season, including Texas, Pig Stadium, and Darlington. And he almost won at Indianapolis, also got the W at Pikes Peak. So Rich is a driver to be reckoned with on these speedways. At first, at the beginning of the year, we thought it was going to be Gardner for the most part. But now things have changed. Shelley remains in second, Sanford third, Fitzwater fourth. We're going to have to start watching to see if anyone will pit. Alexander Rowe, 4 laps down. Will most likely go 4 more laps. Then the rest of these guys, look, he's made his way into what would have been 5th with his fresh tires. The man is a rocket ship, but once everyone gets back out there on fresh tires, he will be a roadblock once more. But at least he will be a roadblock that has a 4th year. Astounding that they were able to fix such a problem. All over the bumper of Fitzwater now. Still no signs of anyone pitting. We're on lap 29 now. No sign of anyone coming in. We're going to switch to the pit lane 2 camera. We'll wait to see if anyone makes a move down pit road. So let's look at the standings here. Bottom chasers right now include Yepes and Deaver, 35th and 34th respectively. Alex Grace, 31st. Those 3 are not in a good spot right now. Flickinger's down to 27th, however, as Andrew Rich is pitting. He will give the race lead up to, I believe that is James Shelley. So Rich leads a good amount of cars down pit road as Shelley takes the lead with a bumper full of Alexander Rowe. Rowe was going to get to his inside here. Shelley not pitting this lap, but everybody else is. Oh, except the handful. Flickinger is going to stay out one more lap. He's looking to get that long run speed. Shelley's got a bumper full of Alexander Rowe. And there it is. Rowe will go all the way up towards the wall. James Shelley comes down a very busy pit road. We'll be back when the pit cycle has been completed. We're back at Atlanta. You're riding inside the cockpit of James Shelley after his pit stops has fallen outside the top 10, but not as far as you'd think. The one car currently sits in 14th place. Highest of anybody with the freshest rubber on the racetrack. Your new top 10, Hartnett 10th, Osborne in 9th, Zorlin 8th, Alf 7th, Amato 6th, Curtis is 5th, McIntyre, who won at Auto Club, is 4th, Sanford 3rd, Fitzwater 2nd, and Andrew Rich the leader. So these top 3 were the first ones to come down pit road. So it'll be interesting to see if they can hang on to their race lead. At the end of the race in the spring, everyone was pretty much separated. Gardner was by himself, so was Deanna Jones, and so was Dylan Young. Young was running second, Jones caught up to him, passed him, they drafted all the way up to Gardner. Jones eventually pulled away from Young and just drafted up with Gardner's draft. And that's what won Deanna Jones the race, but we've only got one chase driver up here in this top 3, and that's the 53 of Rich, looking to make even more history with what should be considered an unreachable 7 wins in a single season. May I remind you guys that the most wins I had ever seen in a season was 4 all the way back in, I believe, 2015. In one of my first series when I did a 40 race season. I only saw one driver get the 4 in that season. Before that, I saw someone get 4 in about 25 races out of the 28 race season. But what Andrew Rich has done is unprecedented, and also might have to go with the whole driver rating boost system that has been majorly utilized for once this time around. But Andrew Rich was not expected to be a favorite. He came into this year with no wins on any tracks, and he kind of just exploded. He won the Daytona 500. Texas, he got on the fuel strategy. The Motordrome, he won on the tire strategy and the fact that Philip Parker stayed out so long compared to the rest of the field. Pig Stadium, he was the strongest car around. Indy, he barely got beat. Darlington, same thing. They worked their strategy. They were a fast car. They won that race too. And then Pikes Peak, they were domination station at Pikes Peak. And today it looks to be somewhat of the same, as Alexander Rowe is finally making his pit stop. So the 41 machine will be again a flying Ford Fusion. TJ Hanley 33rd, not what this team wants. Gray, you see 34th. Somebody else is having problems. Oh, Austin Alves retired from a piston failure. I didn't even notice. So we had a Ford Fusion with a failure. Mechanical failure. Oh, wow. How about that? So as we were mentioning, Alex Gray, TJ Hanley, Cole Deaver, and Zach Flickinger, the bottom 4 playoff drivers right now, but William Brock is not so much farther ahead. This should shrink Brock and Hanley up quite a bit. Gardner's 24th. See Hagan and Seth Cole here, right outside the top 20 with Diego Yepes in front of them. Then you get to the top 10. You've got Sorlin and Curtis up here, 4th and 5th, with Andrew Rich in the race lead. So this is really a beneficial day for Zorlin and Curtis, who entered the race 8 points above Gardner. They should definitely gain a good amount of points out of this, especially considering Brock, Hanley, and Gray are all having terrible days. Same with Deaver and Flickinger, who are below these two in the point standings. These drivers are having a great battle here. Amato, as we stated, right up here. But these drivers are not gaining anything on the top three. Sanford is actually starting to fade away from Fitzwater and Rich. Rich has a bumper full of Fitzwater. They've gone about half a run now on these tires. Those who had the best tires will start to see whether they can do or not. So Rowe is still 4 laps down. Where is the 41 machine at right now? He is by himself, actually. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. And an even faster lap there, 2:73. Okay, he's right in front of 39th place. So Rowe definitely going to be gaining spots, but he is nowhere close to anybody right now. Fastest lap of the day goes to Cole Deaver, 27.82. See Andrew Rich 5th on that list. Fitzwater I don't even see in the top 10, nor do I see Charles Sanford. Not even in the top 20. Wow, they are. The 43 is 33rd and the 03 is 37th. So, I mean, those guys were up front running a lot of draft laps, so. Fitzwater hanging on, but Sanford is starting to fade back just a bit. Still no signs of any of these guys closing in. Oh, it might start now. Shelley, Curtis, and Zorlin are on the move, and Shelley has found himself into the top 10 in 6th place. If he could get by and lead this pack, that could be very beneficial for this one-car team, and he's going to make the move on Curtis in turn 1. Jackson's back up here. They are 3 wide in the back. Shelton's making her way towards the top 10. Remember, she also pit on the same strategy as the 1 car. I believe the 11 might be on the same strategy as well as the 6. Curtis is not making it easy. They are slowly closing in though now on the leader. And there it is. Shelley will clear Curtis for 5th place. Closing in on the halfway point, another 10 laps from the next round of pit stops. Shelley now trying to find the way if he can get by Zorlin. Oh, he's peaked out, but he made the move right off the corner, which was a bad decision. Sanford now, as we see, still barely clinging to the draft of the 53 and the 43. Zach Rogers, Eli Bright could become lap down traffic soon. Andrew Rich doing a good job leading this race. He just might get the bonus point for leading the most laps. Shelley has found his way into 4th. Driver of the 1 car looking for win number 1 in 2018. Charles Jackson making his way by Curtis on the top. Wow, look at that move by Charles Jackson in the 11. Shelley not gaining any ground though that lap. He's got to work his butt off now. Everyone's got worn tires, but he's got the freshest of them all. '78 of Zach Flickinger was on the strategy too. Where's the '78 car? He is in 26th place, so this strategy not working for him. Charles Jackson making a move on Zorlin. Not quite close enough. Shelley now starting to gain some time on the 53 of Andrew Rich. Sanford, though, has clearly fallen off pace here. It's just Fitzwater and Andrew Rich now. Could be just these two right here when they finish the next round of pit stops. Shelley not really closing in a lot. Yep, not even really gaining time. Despite having 2 lap fresher tires, we would have thought we would see a lot more momentum from that one team, but it's not happening. Sanford now completely has lost the draft of these two, and he is plummeting like a rock. Still no momentum from the one team. They might have used up their stuff. How has the 41 been doing? We know he's on a rocket ship. Oh yeah, look at him go by the 3 car right now. He's gotten up to where 33rd was. Oh my gosh. It's down to a 2-car race right now at this point between Rich and Fitzwater. And now Rich is even starting to pull away from the 43. Oh, they're coming down pit road. Here we go, next round of pit stops. Charles Sanford is actually going to stay out. Matthew McIntyre will come down in the 95. Mark Riggleman in the 26. And that's it for this first grouping. James Shelley will stay out to take the race lead back. So we see who is in group number 2. Oskin and Shelton also stayed out. Sanford, Sorlin, Jackson, Curtis, Parker, Amato, Osborne, Seth Cole, Jonny Gardner. A lot of people staying out though. James Shelley, your race leader. And here comes the 1 car. Oh, it looks like Shelton and Oskin are going to stay out. They are side by side for the race lead. So group number 3 is led by James Shelley, Tony Green, John Nunn. Lots of cars staying out. Alex Ratti down, Dylan Young down. Hagan I see in the distance there with Alex Gray. But Jessica Shelton, your new race leader. And they know what this is strategic because there are chances that when cars come out of pit road and they are side by side, coming out of pit road side by side here is dangerous. Oskin will actually clear Shelton heading into pit road. He had more banking time. Philip Goldberg is going to stay out. So group number 4 is in. Philip Goldberg stays out. Another lap. And we'll be back when this cycle has completed as Philip Goldberg is your race leader. We're back at Atlanta. Andrew Rich still your race leader. Fitzwater right on his bumper. No one else is close. Third place is Charles Sanford, who was under fire by Jonathan Zorlin. Charles Jackson in 5th. Osborne 6th. Curtis 7th. Riggleman in 8th. James Shelley 9th. It's Oskin and Seth Cole fighting for positions with Tony Green. We saw 5 different groups of cars come down pit road. The main big groups were groups 3 and 4. So this should be an interesting run here to the final pit stop. However, I do not know if anyone is close enough to catch Andrew Rich and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Seth Coldo having a good day. He needs it. Him and Gardner both 2 points out coming in. Nice sit in the top 15 now. Yepes 18th. Hanley's made his way into 23rd. William Brock's right there with him. Deaver 28th. Goldberg's got the freshest rubber on the racetrack. He sits 27th place. Alex Gray 30th. Hagan 31st. Flickinger down to 35th. Andrew Rich deals with lap car Eli Bright as Alex Ferranti has fallen out of the race due to no fuel. So apparently the 88 could not had some kind of fueling problem. So 2 cars with issues today. But the leaders have draft in the front of them now, so this should be interesting to see how this plays out. Bright and Rogers are side by side in front of Rich. This is not what Andrew wants to see here. However, Fitzwater is going nowhere. Alexander Rowe in the pit road for his second to last time. I do not think the 41 can make it from lap 74 to the end of the race. Rich about to put his team owner a lap down. His third place is really far back. 6.5 seconds is Jonathan Zorlin. And up they're closing in now. They had to get by Charles Sanford, who was still in the way. But they lost 2 seconds, surprisingly. Zorlin and Charles Jackson on the move, 3rd and 4th place. They've got a lot of time to make up before this race is over. 49 laps remain. Actually, no, less than that. 39 laps remain. Now, what kind of math am I doing? 39 laps remain, yes. Okay, that is dumb. Non-race related, The Meg, starring Jason Statham, scored $44.5 million in the box office, and I'm just sitting here thinking, how? Why? Just another shark movie. I mean, I don't get it. Anyway, Zorlin, Jackson, they're not going anywhere. Osborne sits in 6th. Yeah, they're not going anywhere as Fitzwater is starting to fall back. Even Oskin and Shelton, who have the freshest tires on the track, are making no ground on Andrew Rich. It's kind of a shocker, to say the least. Oskin sits 7th. Shelton 8th. Gardner has made his way into the top 10 in 9th. Amato up to 10th. Shelley up here. Seth Cole. Curtis. A couple of Chase drivers having really good runs. I'm sure what a lot of these people want to see is a caution. They would have a better chance of maybe getting to Andrew Rich. Racing side by side, though, I do not think will help them. Shelton will clear Oskin for 7th place. Jonny Gardner moves to that inside line, but he'll jump back in line in front of Amato. That actually blocked Amato into the top line. Gardner sits in 9th. Deanna Jones sits in 17th. Fitzwater has fallen a 2nd behind Andrew Rich. It's just unbelievable. Here's Alexander Rowe. He's all over the back of these guys. Rich is just in a sandwich with these lap down cars. Pushing him along. Surprised that these lap cars aren't a lot faster with fresh rubber. Fitzwater, another 4/10 about, drops off the pace. And even cars with fresher tires are not gaining ground. I do not understand what is with this 53 car. Does not make any sense to me at all. We're about 6 laps away from the last round of pit stops. Alexander Rowe will duck underneath Zach Rogers. So Andrew Rich is almost, it seems, guaranteed to make history once again. And he'll get his 5th Speedway win on the season. He'll join Jonny Gardner for the most Speedway victories at 5. Rich did not have a good Richmond race last week, however, due to most of the field having bad days as well. He only lost 8 points over the cutoff. But now his performance today could make that whole point situation completely meaningless, as Fitzwater has dropped to 3 seconds back. He is 5/10 off a lap. I do not get it at all. Rich is just completely null to whatever tire fall off is going on. I do not know if he's just saved his tires so well and he's got this draft help with him. But this is insane to watch. Another 4/10 down for Fitzwater. I mean, this race is pretty much over at this point unless something happens to the 53. Even Charles Jackson and friends who have 2-3 lap pressure tires can't do a thing. It's really I don't know what to say. I don't get it. Alexander Rowe can't even get into the inside of Andrew Rich, and he's got about 8 lap pressure rubber. Cody Hagan, though, not going to have the day he wants, especially since he's 12th in the points. Same for Flickinger. About a few laps away, we should see the 53 jump down pit road soon. His lead has now grown to 4.4 seconds. Fitzwater's tires are cooked. He's got no draft help. Now the big thing could be is, can those guys gain that 7 seconds, taking 2 tires and less fuel? Maybe Fitzwater's saving fuel. I'm not really certain what's going on. Another 5-6 tenths a lap right there for Fitzwater. I'm just completely bewildered right now. But Andrew Rich is looking to get an easy 7th win on the season. I have no idea. I'm confused. This makes no sense to me. Based on what we saw happen in the spring race, this makes no sense to me. 5.5 second lead. Has anyone come down pit road yet? No. The field is just so far behind Andrew Rich's pace. Six-second lead. Jackson and others are still falling back. I believe they're all fighting for position side by side. And that is the case. They are fighting for a position. That is not helping them. Rich has been single file. Alexander Rowe hasn't even passed him. Oh no, 29.666. Oh boy. Is Andrew Rich just been cursed? Fitzwater was 6.6 seconds back last lap too. No signs of pitting yet for the 53 team. It's 21 to go here at the line. Not even Shelton or Oskin, who have 3 lap pressure tires, are gaining any ground. And now people are pitting. Fitzwater and Zorland coming down first, so Rich is actually going to stay out longer than anyone else. That might cost Rich a little time, but not a lot. So Rich finally gives up the lead. Is anyone going to stay out? Jessica Shelton will. Just unbelievable race that Andrew Rich has shown us today. Just a complete onslaught. Samet Oskin will pit now. Shelton's going to stay out another lap. I think she's hoping for a caution and to put Andrew Rich a lap down. I do not see anybody else behind her who stayed out. No, no one close. I think Shelton's the last one on the racetrack. No, nope, never mind. Philip Goldberg stayed out. Here comes Shelton, though. Down pit road for one more time. Looks like Goldberg, Quentin Moore, they're going to come down. Cole Deaver. Andrew Rich will still be the race leader. He is still very far ahead of Fitzwater. Gonna make sure no one wrecks here. Oh, this could be treacherous. Never mind. Everyone clears out there. But Andrew Rich is still gonna hold on, and I'm pretty much sure is guaranteed this win to his team. Shelton out of pit road. And that's all she wrote. Shelton will merge up in front of McIntyre. Possibly taking a little less fuel than some others. Fitzwater's down to only a 2.5 second lead, but Andrew Rich is running faster lap times. So Rich lost a lot of time. Wondering if everyone else took strategy while Rich took 4 tires. Fitzwater's already losing time. Is Rich catching those in front of him for draft? Oh, he might be. Sorlin, Jackson, Osborne top 5, 6th is Sanford, Oskin 7th, Riggleman 8th, Seth Cole up to 9th with McIntyre in 10th. Shelton under fire, definitely did not take lefts or rights. One of the two did not get taken. $15 to go at the line. Let's see where our other chasers are here. Gardner's right here. Curtis is in 15th. Here's William Brock. Just inside the top 20. He's having, I think he's doing better than he was before. There's Hanley passing Yepes for 23rd. Alex Gray 27th. Deaver 30th. Flickinger 35th. Hagen 36th. Right now your top 4 on the race is Rich, Sorlin, Seth Cole, and Gardner. Curtis is there 5th in line. Brock 6th in line. Hanley and Yepes is the top 8, so the bottom 4 is Gray, Deaver, Flickinger, and Hagen. Nobody has retired. Wondering when the 41 will pit, because he has really old tires. He is a lap down car. It does not really matter, but... Ooh, he held up Yepes there a little bit. Oh, he's going to hold up Yepes even more. This is really going to hurt Diego Yepes. Ooh, that could have been a wreck. How to let Hoffman get to the inside of the 77 car. Goldberg gets held up here, though, by the 41. Oh, that's going to help Alex Gray get by Yepes. So Yepes now not getting any form of good help. Rich continues to pull away. Osborne has found himself into 3rd. It is Joshua Osborne trying to make a last-ditch effort to catch Andrew Rich. These 4 right here are going to catch Fitzwater. Osborne's gaining a little bit of time. I don't think they have enough time to make those closes, though. Osborne finished somewhere in the top 10 here in the spring. Where was it? He finished 4th. So Osborne looking to improve his finishing position here by 1 spot, maybe 2. Next week is Talladega. Things are going to get wild. We had a small wreck at the start, and then we had the big one. Coming off of turn 4. Took out a lot of race cars. I think someone just came out of pit road. Was it the 41? Yep, 41 has made his final pit stop of the day. So Andrew Rich is just chilling by himself right now. Oh, and Rowe's going to pull up right in front of Fitzwater. Did Rowe take fuel only? He doesn't seem to be fast. Jackson's going to move to the inside. Alexander Rowe probably took a little bit of fuel and called it a day. They're going to get 40th today, so. Joshua Osborne, though, definitely on the move. If he can just get by Fitzwater, he might have a shot to really hunt this gap down. There's the movement right there. 6 laps to go. Does Osborne have something that Deanna Jones had? Jackson, though, is going to help the 43 down the straightaway. But into turn 3, he'll follow the 70. Side-by-side racing does not help Osborne. Jackson's not helping one driver preferably. Still gaining some time, though. Osborne would be benefiting a lot more if he could clear Fitzwater. But Fitzwater's not letting second place go easy. Jackson continues to help him down the straights. Now he's going to commit to the outside line. 4 to go at Atlanta. Yeah, they could be gaining a lot more time, I think, if they were just working together. But a very good battle right now for second place. Fitzwater won last week, and now he's trying to get second place this week. Jackson still helping the 43 up top. Sorlin and Sanford 5th and 6th. Now Jackson rushes to the bottom. Fitzwater now without the help. Now he's going to have the help. Jackson back to the top. Jackson back to the bottom in turn 3. Osborne finally clears him. With 2 to go. I think it's too little, too late. Andrew Rich will see the white flag this time by. One more lap at Atlanta for Andrew Rich to advance to round 3. He won Pikes Peak. He has dominated today in outstanding fashion, with no one even close to this 53 car. Andrew Rich will solidify his ticket into round 3 with his win today at Atlanta and his 7th on the season. Osborne finishes 2nd, 3 seconds back. Fitzwater 3rd. Jackson 4th. Zorlin 5th. Sanford ends up 6th. James Shelley 7th. Oskin 8th. Gardner 9th. And Riggleman rounds out the top 10. That is it from here today at Atlanta. Looking at the rest of your playoff drivers, Seth Cole 12th. DJ Curtis 17th. William Brock 19th. TJ Hanley 23rd. Alex Gray 25th. Cole Deaver 28th. Diego Yepes fell all the way to 32nd. Flickinger 35th. And Cody Hagan 38th. That's all from me here today at Atlanta. I will see you guys next week at Talladega as we end round number 2. Peace out, y'all.